What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex. In this video, I want to talk about Splinter Cell, talk about the disgrace that Ubisoft has done yesterday. Honestly, all right, as we were getting into Ubisoft Forward, and obviously what Ubisoft Forward became as it was going on, it really was, I think, for the most part, the Watch Dogs and Assassin's Creed show. That's pretty much what it was. Obviously, we had some Far Cry. We had some other things, but the Splinter Cell not being there, not just not being there, but then also giving us a game in Tom Clancy's Elite Squads, kind of disturbing, honestly. And it really does echo. You see people tweeting on it. It was trending yesterday as well on the internet. To the fact that you put Sam Fisher, and this has always kind of been a thing with them, that you kind of tease it. You have Splinter Cell appearing in other properties, right? We had it appear in like Ghost Recon. It was like a DLC or like an event that they had for that. Obviously, now we have him in this game. It's just like, you know, people like it. You know it has power because you're literally using the franchise to prop up other. I mean, that's literally, you know, when Sam Fisher came to Ghost Recon, when they're in this game, right? When different properties are in this Elite Squadrons game, it literally is helping the main game. The fact that Splinter Cell exists in it is helping it out, and that's really and honestly why Ubisoft does it. So to know that Splinter Cell is so powerful and is still wanted, and people really do want a brand new game, and then to not just to not give it to you, but then to also have him appear and have like kind of like fake spin-offs of it is honestly sad. Really, you know, getting into this year, going into this Ubisoft Forward, I really did think this could be the time. You saw all the rumors of Prince of Persia, you see all the rumors of Splinter Cell, even like Skull and Bones stuff as well. Again, even for someone like me, it just wasn't the event that I thought it was going to be. I definitely thought they could do, or they would do, more things than they ended up doing. It seemed like, once again, kind of even like EA, all eyes were on like the very near future. Now, again, does what happened around the world over the past couple months, did that change things? I think absolutely it does, because I really do feel like if you don't have that, you do have the opportunity to show a little bit of where other games are in the pipeline, even if they're a little while away. I mean, remember what they did with Beyond Good and Evil 2? I think they could. I feel like there is still one of Skull and Bones, Prince of Persia, or Splinter Cell, like in the works. Maybe even two of them. Skull and Bones, I obviously hope is in development, and then I do think it's very possible one of these two games is happening, right? And again, could it be 2.5, 3 years away? Could it just have started over the last 3, 6, 9 months? Absolutely. Again, does what happened around the world change it and delay it and hurt the chances of talking about it early? I think it definitely does. And again, it kind of changes what Ubisoft and what EA so far have done in their shows. It just is very disappointing that they chose this path. Now, again, I guess looking at a more optimistic and more positive side is, in all reality, we still do not know what Ubisoft is doing past February. Far Cry 6 is that last game of the 4, 5, 6 games that they're having come out between now and March of 2021, which is that fiscal year. So really after that, going from April on, we don't know anything. We don't know if they're going to have a big spring game. Because technically Far Cry isn't really a spring game. We don't know if they're going to have a spring game. We don't know if they're going to have a big fall game, which normally, right, they normally alternate between Watch Dogs and Assassin's Creed. Now, both of them come out this year, so will they have a big, you know, AAA game to come out fall of 2021? And not just that, but have a game come out at really in that first year, I guess, fall period, first Black Friday period, like full year of next-gen consoles. Very important. Very honestly, I feel like that's even why EA, they'll have Battlefield. I mean, Battlefield will be, it may not be in the greatest state. They may rush it out there, but I do definitely think that Battlefield will be out there next fall. Again, it'll be that first, you've had the full year. You're going into technically the second Black Friday, but this is when you're going to probably sell a lot of consoles. You're going to sell a lot of games. People have to be ready, and so I think Ubisoft, you know, we don't know. We don't know what they have in store. It's a low blow move. I think absolutely you could say that. Again, they know how powerful it is. They know what kind of franchise it is because they're using it to help other games, but they're just not deciding to give people what they want with that game. It's very weird, like teasing, because I feel like it's very apparent and they're very aware of something like that. Because if the game wasn't like, I don't know, if it wasn't like on people's minds, if it wasn't something that actual people wanted, they wouldn't have it show up in other things. You know what I mean? You wouldn't be able to have an event around Splinter Cell. You wouldn't have to have an event around having Sam Fisher in your game, because who cares, right? You know what I mean? Who would really care about that if nobody was asking for it? If it's a franchise that was dead, if it's a character that just is forgotten that nobody cares about anymore, then they just wouldn't have them appear. It's not like they're doing it to like keep them around and be like, oh hey, just so you remember, like, hey, this character is still alive, right? In fact, I kind of want Sony to do that with some of their, characters, like put them back in, put them in different areas and say, hey, remember, like Sly Cooper, like, hey, Sly is still around, let's have a remaster, let's have a remake, because we want more Sly games, so let's get that back out there. But in all honesty, it's not even like that. It's actually the reverse, where people know that we want this game, and they know it as well, and yet they continue to do this. Very, very weird, not very happy. Again, the event, for what it was, I think was solid. It obviously was not even close to being what I expected from it. Am I definitely disappointed that there was no Splinter Cell or Prince Persia? Yeah, I really am. I really thought we could see at least one of those games. And honestly, here we go. Here we go to another fall period where we don't know anything. I guess if we don't know anything, we can only assume that it's not happening. But still, I definitely do want to hold out hope for this game, considering, again, we go into March of 2021, and we don't know after that month. We don't know anything, not a single thing from Ubisoft. Is it possible Skull and Bones comes back? Absolutely. Is it possible Splinter Cell? There is a game. There's got to be some games. I mean, they're literally not going to go from February when Far Cry 6 comes out to like the following year, 2022, without releasing another game, right? That will absolutely not happen. So we'll have to see what kind of fills that gap. Maybe it could be Splinter Cell. Maybe it could be something else. But I'm definitely not going to lose hope. I definitely think Splinter Cell will eventually come out, considering, again, they just do not want you to forget about it. Not that anybody actually has. Just a very, very weird situation overall. So guys, let me know in the comments below, what do you think? You disappointed there was no Splinter Cell? Do you think we could still maybe get one over the next like year and a half? Let me know your thoughts, as always, in the comments below. Make sure you guys are subscribed to this YouTube channel. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when these videos go up, and I do a brand new video on this channel every single day, and so I hope to see you guys for tomorrow's video.